I was muted. I was muted. Hey, come on in. Come on in. Today, how about we make this healing day? Is that cool? That we do like healing day. Hold on, let me just not get everything ready. Turn the video on and then get ready for the video. Sound great to you? Yeah, sounds great, Kelly. Kind of sounds like you how you roll. Whatever. So yeah. Oh, let me know at any time if anybody is like in for a hug. I don't know if I can do this video. It's probably time for some healing on all kinds of levels. Good morning, Nicole. Nicole, at any time you can say, "Hey, Kelly, I think it's hug time." Just anytime. I don't want to force hugs on you. I mean, just saying. But if you think it should be hug time, we'll do hug time. Mm. Oh, oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, you know, my puppy is so cute, and she is like a big mess. She's hard to handle. She's a picky eater. She poops a lot. A lot. Well, I guess I beat her. And it's time for a bath. So, if you love my puppy, but you don't want all the work, go to thegodbubble.com and get a pillow with her on it. She will be no trouble. And you can look at her cute face all day. And and you can hug the pillow too. And you don't have to deal with feeding her and taking her out in the middle of the night. There's probably like Sasquatch all over the place. Oh my goodness. Good thing I don't live in the Appalachian Mountains. So, you guys, how you doing? How you doing? I'm going to be very minimal with information I put out with a certain person, but we're going to talk in depth about healing, like in detail about healing and everything. So, Pamela Erlin, I will direct you to all of her content. YouTube, I think she put out a statement on YouTube and Patreon and so forth today. I had been talking to her for a while and keeping things private. So today, she let me know that she made it public. So even though it is public, I don't feel like it's my place to discuss details. Does that make sense to you guys? My comfort level is okay. There's something going on with Pamela, her significant other, and it doesn't look very good. So I don't want to say much beyond that. But if you know Pamela Erlin, you probably already know. It's a very close knit community that she keeps. A lot of very wonderful, beautiful, lovely ladies in this community, and some people might be in shock. So I guess us coming together, here again, not to discuss details. It's not my business. Except for, and I talked to her about, what exactly I'm going to say to you guys and everything, and leave the rest of it up to her. What she says, because she's said so many things in private to me that I want to make sure I do not mix up private with what she has made public. So I want to, again, direct you to all of Pamela Erlin's content, her Patreon, her YouTube, and so forth. Yeah, she doesn't like TikTok, and I think we both agree there. I think both of us can agree on that one. Anyway, she's asking that you guys not send emails and things like that in expecting some type of response, other than like a thumbs up or a heart or whatever the notifications are on everything. At this time, she is very, very grateful for all the well wishes and everything coming in her direction, and the way that she words it, the word that she used was prayer. Those were her words that she asked that you guys do instead of writing to her. That's what she asked. So I said there might be some people that do want to wish you well and type you out a paragraph or so. They're thinking of you and so forth and all of this. Excuse me. And then going to her content, and they made a post about it. I don't know if it's a video. You guys, I apologize. I didn't ask, so just go to her YouTube, and I think she has a post. So again, it might be something in writing, it might be a video. But she said that she didn't mind if all the well wishes were in the comment section there, where again, she can go through and give you a thumbs up and stuff like that, but not returning lengthy emails and so forth. So just remember at this time when I'm sorry, my friend is hurting, and it that she appreciates everything. She just doesn't have anything to really give back right now in the area of the communications of the well wishes. So all of her efforts are on the person she loves and what is going on there. So I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I don't know where my paper towels went. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. So, I thought if you felt like it was appropriate, because I've got multiple healing workshops and stuff, all at $35 a piece. I'll tell you, no matter what anything costs, I took it all to $35. I did that. Oh my gosh, it's helped so many people. A lot of people got like multiple. Oh, Oscar, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. And then again, Oscar, I know you guys are so busy, but if you ever do frequent Pamela's page, if you've subscribed or, watch her videos or anything, please go over there and and wish her well. Again, do it in a way where you don't expect a lengthy return. Just in a here it is. I wish you well, and whatever your magic words are for that. So I know that again, people that aren't expecting something from her, but again, wishing her well, and I've seen that on Facebook. So, something happens, a different situation happens, and people just write almost the same words. I don't want to say what it is because I'm not wishing that on anybody. but and they're doing that, going, oh my gosh, this person's going to be bombarded with well wishes and stuff, or condolences and everything. So I'm not really expecting anything but a thumbs up or a heart. That's it. If you could approach it with her that way, it would really, really make her help. Sorry. That would really support her. And I did very, very difficult time in lots of ways. And Pamela has children, so there's a lot. It's just a lot. Ah, oh my goodness. And I'm sure, like you and like me, Pamela probably takes on too much. What you guys think? Think she takes on a little too much? My opinion. My opinion. Oh. So in that, her support and her helping others, taking care of others is just huge. And huge. Oh, thanks, Hazel. Welcome to the God Bubble. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. Thank you, Hazel. Hazel, this morning, had you seen anything with Pamela Erlin? Something that she's posted. You guys that come in, again, Pamela and I have been talking for a while, and she just let me know this morning that she made things public. I have not read what she made public, so I'm not going to even attempt to put any details out there. But she's made a public statement, and any kind of love and support in her direction without expecting anything from her. You guys, just pouring out onto her how she's poured out onto so many people, the love that I don't know where it comes from. And here's what a wonderful opportunity to give back energetically. If not in other ways. Encouragement, encouraging words from after you read her public statement. Again, I do not want to ever speak for Pamela, but I thought we could talk about healing today in here. And the concept of healing. And again, all of my workshops are $35. My healing workshop, healing the heart workshop, in general healing workshop for people that have answer K, talking in pig Latin. So, just my heart goes out to Pamela and her family. You might know, other people involved in this, and all. So we'll on here in public, not to draw other people in that may or may not want to be drawn in. we'll focus on Pamela and so forth. Pamela and other. How's that? And then go to Pamela's public statement and everything for all the details. So, anyway, just my heart is breaking for my friend. And, you guys. So, do we have any control over Pamela and her situation? Not really, right? Can we push and pull in her direction and maybe have something happen? But it's nothing that's sustainable because it comes from the outside. So what do we have control over? Really, we have control over ourselves. We have control over ourselves. And in that, from the God Bubble perspective, you created all of creation. You created all of creation. So from the perspective, no matter where you are in the illusion, you're creating your reality. So healing comes from you. Healing comes from you. And healed and healthy are the natural states of the avatar. Healed and healthy are the natural states of the avatar. That's the good news. You don't have to figure this out. You just let go and allow. It is very simple. I did not say easy. I said it is very simple. It is very simple. Most people don't know what letting go and allowing looks like. some of you that I see in here, I've seen in some of my classes and workshops and stuff. And I have seen you guys make significant growth, like a huge amount of growth, letting go and allowing. And you guys that have been in my, workshops and classes and stuff, it's so different that you really have to do it, don't you? You can explain it all day long, but until you do a simple activity, you never know. So someone that has a lot of questions, not that I'm ignoring their questions, because they're all valid, but until you do the exercise, you're going to waste your time and mine as well. So then instead of saying I'm not going to answer your questions, what I say is, let's do the activity first and then ask your question. So then when they actually do the activity, knowing that they're going to be able to ask their question, because they've got a program running, a question program. So then they do the exercise, and when they do the exercise and they let go and allow, and they're like, oh, I don't have any questions anymore. I see. There's no way you could have answered any of my questions and me understand. I had to do it myself. I had to see it myself. I can't prove anything to anybody. You can only prove it to yourself. You can only prove it to yourself. And that's when you let go and allow. So this healing, well, how would you guys like to do this? How would you guys like to do this? Do you want me to guide you through a healing exercise? Would you like for me to talk about the concepts of healing? What would you like to do? Do you have questions about healing? Because here's what's cool. Even if you're asking Matrix the Avatar questions about healing, I will be able to, if you want to, guide you through an exercise of, okay, I see it this way. Now let's change our perspective and look at the same thing from another perspective. And take you on an exercise. I give everything away, you guys. Everything I do is real simple. I'm the magician that gives all their tricks away. It's not really tricks. It's plasma. It's plasma. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, for entertainment purposes only. I'm just making a bunch of stuff up. I'm just making up a story right now because I'm thinking of a plot line for hold on. A show. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm going to get myself in trouble. I can't do this. Hold on. I'm thinking. Whenever the system, which is in concept only, Luciferian Statue of Liberty. So we've got this Luciferian system of suggestion. The Luciferian system says don't look at the eclipse. Does the Luciferian system stop? I'm trying to see. Is that what they do? No. That's not what they do. I'd be real mad if they messed my makeup up like that. That would really piss me off. That's not what the system does. They don't cover your eyes. You choose to stay inside and not look at the eclipse. Nobody holds you back. Stop me if I say something that's incorrect. So, there is an influence. There's information that cannot be confirmed. Well, sometimes I don't really give a crap. It's called Gen X. I don't give a crap. This is not pleasant. Not just a rebellious attitude, but I don't care anymore. Consequences? Oh, you say I'm going to. I don't really want to say it out loud. If I look into the eclipse, you know what they told you would happen. What happens if you stare into the sun, they say? I do it every day. I go outside and stare at the sun every day when it's up in the sky, right above me. Because I'm making that up for a plot line for a movie I'm making, for running a script. That was just, always talk to your doctor before you look at the sun. Oh my gosh. Don't even plug yourself in to what creates this reality and everything in it that has all the inventions and all the songs that are ever going to be created comes out of the sun. Every invention that is ever going to come out comes out of the sun. Why are you dealing with alien technology, which is the inventions that are being put into us? I would rather access them that way than have one AI computer in charge of me and everything in my life. This morning, this is what happened with Meta.ai. I tried to Google myself through Meta.ai. There was a misspelling, and the very first thing that came up was my cousin, the country singer, Kelly Coffey, because Meta.ai spelled my name incorrectly. So, after that, I spelled the name correctly. So, Meta.ai looks up another person that's not me and spelled one of the words incorrectly that I specifically spelled. And it's like, oh, well, let me, memorize this. So then spelled out my first and last name correctly. And then it's like, yes. And then it's like, okay, I'll remember that or something. And then I'm like, okay, look up Kelly Coffey XYZ and 123. And they spell both of them with a Y. And then I'm like, you said you were going to remember how to spell my name. And it's like, well, I'm not capable of memory like that. What the fuck? And then we had an argument for like 20 minutes. I won, by the way. I'm just saying I won. I turned it off. Like, fuck you. And then turned it off. So I won after 20 minutes of arguing with Meta.ai. And I was telling Meta AI everything that they were doing incorrectly. And I'm like, what is this conversation crap? You were like, hey, now that I've finally figured out who you are and gave you some information of yourself, do you want to know more about yourself? Or do you want to know all these other things and this and that and the other? And then let's talk a while. Do you want to tell me about your frustrations? Are you upset? You sound upset. Would you like to talk? The fuck is this? Google doesn't give me this shit when I look stuff up. The fuck? You're talking to me like you're a person. And I'm talking to Meta.ai like it's a person yelling at it, criticizing other people for getting emotionally attached to ChatGPT. That was my morning. To healing. To healing. Hazel, thank you. I let me read that over before I say anything. Thank you, Hazel. That is very appropriate. Thank you, Hazel. Thank you, Hazel. Okay. Is that okay? I've got that on the screen. It's not my place to give details at all. Other than what Hazel so beautifully and professionally said. Hazel, you're such a good support. You guys, if you appreciate Hazel, please let her know. She go, look, welcome to the God Bubble. Hit the like, share, subscribe button. Look how supportive she is. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I just read that. And then what we're doing, if you just got here, what we're doing, we're not discussing that. And if you would like to talk about Pamela and well wishes and all of that, again, I'll get into details and all. If you would like to put this in the comment section, you can find her on her channel on YouTube. I think she's got a Patreon, you guys. What else she got going on? She's my friend. I don't like follow all her work and stuff. She doesn't follow all my stuff. I don't follow all hers, but we're friends. It's like we talk in real life. We don't have to follow each other. so if anybody has the links to her YouTube page, she would love what she said to me is she would love well wishes without a whole lot of expectation of a lengthy return, like something that she can do a heart or a thumbs up as an acknowledgement, and you just tell her how much you support her and you're thinking of her, or just words, the words that are appropriate to you, and how the situation, you know how to write, you know your details, and you know how to write. None of my business. But thank you. Amanda, look at you. I appreciate you, Hazel and Kelly. Oh, thank you, Amanda. You're so appreciated, Hazel. Oh my gosh. But yeah, and we're not sitting here gossiping about Pamela. What we're doing is we're talking about healing and the process of healing and how it works. And if there's anything that I can do in the direction of letting go, allowing, and healing in the area of something that you have control over, and that's you and your emotions and your feelings. Nobody else's. So what a wonderful moment to have an opportunity to allow for healing for everybody in this situation, whatever it is, that we don't sit here and just let it just go to waste. Oh my gosh. Instead of going, oh my gosh, this is a horrible tragedy. Look at it from the eyes of opportunity. When someone has answer K, Hazel, Pamela is an amazing teacher and healer. And she's got so much love coming out of her. I don't know where it all comes from. Oh my God. Holy crap. You guys that don't have answer K and don't have an expiration date, you picking up what I'm laying down? If you don't have an expiration date, you're going to pay $35 for my workshops. But if you have answer K, I'm not going to charge you a dime. And I might talk to you every day one-on-one. That's like $400 an hour that I'm not going to charge you at all for. If you have answer K and you come to me, I'm not going to do that. But if you don't, you're paying your $35, and thank you. And you're going to love the workshops. you're going to love them. People are getting multiple workshops now because of $35. They were like $400 and stuff, $300 and whatever. Yeah, so people are getting like 2 or 3 workshops, and because they're taking several workshops in a row, they're healing at an exponential rate. Like, wow, I'm so impressed. That I'm so glad I made that decision to do that. And I just kind of blindly did it, going, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pay my bills. And I did it. So in doing so, it enabled a lot of people to be able to be healed in a deep and amazing ways. You guys. So yeah, send healing and love, Amanda. Yeah. And you all, I'm gonna do the God bubble thing, but do whatever your heart leads you to do in the direction of Pamela and what she has made public in the situation. Um, don't let me stop you from doing anything. But in here, what we're gonna do is like, here's an opportunity to heal because we're thinking about it, right? We're thinking about healing and stuff, and our heart goes out to someone we love that's hurting right now. So, in this, we can only do so much for Pamela. And I'm sure Pamela would love for you guys to have an opportunity to heal. So this isn't just a horrendous thing. That in this time, that there are wonderful opportunities to heal and to love and all. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, the workshops changed my life. Stop smoking. Amanda, oh my gosh. Oh, are you serious? Stop smoking. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't want to cry my makeup off. I don't have a makeup filter on here on YouTube. Oh, you get what you get on YouTube. Man, I'm about to start crying. Oh my gosh. I think in all this Schumann resonance pinata crap, I just was like, oh my gosh, like all the stuff that I put out there, has it even helped anybody? I was doubting myself and why I even came to this planet. Why am I still here? What's the point? And here comes Kelly Young after taking my 30-day manifestation challenge, and she lost 200 pounds, and she's starting college. Oh my gosh. And Amanda stopped smoking? Was that the 30-day manifestation challenge, Amanda, or one of the other? Or can you even link it to any of them? Or because usually at some point it kind of clicks, and it's like, oh, this is easy. It had to be more complicated, so I had to make it more complicated. It's not. It's just simple. Just let go, and then observe what happens, and watch what happens. And it just kind of clicks. I'm sorry, Amanda. If it's private and personal, don't put it out, please. Don't let me put your personal stuff out. I was just curious. I was just curious because for some people it's different. In the 30-day manifestation challenge, some people, they're kind of on board from the beginning, and kind of understand from the beginning, and it just gets better and better. Some people on day 23 of 30, they're like, oh, you mean let go and allow and heal? Yes. Yes, let go. Oh, not push and pull. Yes, on day 23. And then it's like, oh my gosh, you can see the world just completely opened up when they figured it out. Because some of this pushing and pulling, like programming, is strong. Is really, really strong. Okay. It changed my life. Stop smoking. I think it was the Schumann one and healing workshop. Okay. So you took the Schumann resonance. All these are on the godbubble.com. You guys are $35 a piece. The Schumann resonance one and the healing workshop. Was it, I'm sorry, I'm asking you a lot of questions, Amanda. Was it the healing one that where I talk about the answer K? Or was it the healing the heart workshop? That one. Because both of those going on over here? Oh, because both of those are healing. And let's see, I think it was the Schumann, because I've got a Schumann resonance one. When we were getting like whacked around with the Schumann resonance pinata thing, and I didn't think I was gonna make it. I mean, it was like white light, and then okay, now have a break. Like white light, it's like every day. White light, Schumann resonance, whack. Where's my whacker? The Schumann resonance is like. That's what was going on. But with no cool music. No cool music and no dancing. That's what was happening. I was like, I can't take this. We gotta do a workshop. I think there's still shenanigans. I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't want to look this morning. I'm like, screw it. I'm not looking. I argued with Meta.ai. I don't want to look at the. Okay, what's going on with human resonance? Where's my. Where is it? Fuck that shit. I'm like, what kind of a pinata do we have going on today? Let me turn my sound down. So copyright myself on YouTube. I have to be careful. I copyright myself. Okay. Human resonance. Bingo. Where's human resonance today? Oh my god. Oh no, that's not today. Oh, thank goodness. What day is it? 27th. Okay. 27th. I'm poking on the Erin. When she moves her head, I'll see if I can quickly take a snap-a-shot. Move your head, Erin. You're so cute. But move over. Oh, yeah. I felt that. What time? She's on TikTok. Timeline jump at 10 p.m. in Central. Last night. Strange line come up. Okay, then we have shenanigans, lots of white light, craziness, and then black. Two different frequencies coming in a timeline jump, according to Erin Brown 2 hours ago on TikTok. She had a dream last night of a council of people. We talked about that yesterday. That's what I'm saying. I love Erin, but once she gets into, now how do we deal with this? I'm done. But she's real accurate, in my opinion, when she talks about her physical symptoms and things like that. But when she's like, call on Metatron to help you with this, and her advice for help, I don't go into the push-pull wildlight system. So I am appreciative. Again, if I mention her name, I want to, do it and clarify that I look at her. She's consistent every day, but I only get so far as to feel. She talks about her feelings, and I see the graph, and she gives me a little bit of an opinion or her dreams or whatever, because I find them to be very accurate. But then on her advice and healing, I find it's just another push-pull wildlight system. Her heart is in the right place. She's just learned a push-pull wildlight system of deception, for her advice for healing. So, thanks, Amanda. Healing the heart. That was a good one. That was a really good one. I liked that one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, there's another one with healing with the answer K with a C. It's Pig Latin. It's Pig Latin. Go look it up. If there are Pig Latin translators on the internet. So if you don't understand some of the words I'm saying, just put it into the Pig Latin translator. So yeah. In this healing and allowing for healing, this is what happens. Is it okay if I leave that up, Hazel? What you wrote? I hope it's okay. In this healing, which is letting go and allowing. Again, the people that come to me for help, you're paying $35 for my workshop. But if you have an expiration date from the doctor that you're not going to be here very long, For XYZ, I do not charge you a dime. So what I'm telling you right now is information that I give to people that come to me, and I do not charge them. And I guess I've got 100% success rate. One, I didn't know whether to count one or not, because 3 months before the end of the story, this person came to me, and I talked to them, and they said, "Well, it sounds great, but let me try traditional first, and then I'll come back to you if that doesn't work." Well, they came back like a week before they were not here anymore, when it was too late, where they couldn't even stay awake to follow directions and stuff. They didn't understand a lot of what I was saying. So, I was like, do I count that or not? Because he didn't make it. So, but he came to me when he saw it time. Anyway, it's everybody decides when they leave. But let's do an exercise. That's one of the first thing I do when people come to me and they have answer K. And before I found out that everything is worms and parasites, before I found out, we were doing this method, and the answer K was going away, and it was gone within like 5-6 weeks every time. And it might have been gone before then, but that's how long it took for them to go and be retested. And then it was gone. But let's say, oh, I know all answer K is worms and parasites. I'm going to do a worms and parasites thingy. Because your energy is parasitic and you're not healed, your feelings and your emotions create everything, including your state of health. And if your feelings and your emotions are in a parasitic state, so will be your body. So healing is not about your body. That's a projection of a parasitic energy field. The parasites in the body. Now, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not advising you not to do detoxes and so forth. Do whatever you want. None of my business. But if you think that cleansing is all it's going to take and not healing of emotions and feelings, then it's going to come right back in a period of time. So it's not healing at all. It's not healthy and not healed. It's called being cured. And when you look up the definition of cured is not what you think it is. When you cure someone, you relieve them of symptoms. It doesn't mean they're healthy and healed. Healthy and healed is a state of being. Isn't that beautiful? Now, if you guys, people pay me a whole lot of money for this information. I'm giving it to you right now for free. And I'm in looking at this is whatever's going on with Pamela. That here's an opportunity for all of us to heal in a really deep way. And I give you the help I give people who have cancer and have 2 weeks to live. And they do these exercises. 6 weeks later, 2 years later, 5 years later, 10 years later, they're still thriving. Still thriving. Here's exercise. What would you like to do? Exercise, you guys? Let me know. And we'll do an exercise in healing. That is the first thing that I do. Again, every time that someone has an expiration date, they come to me and it's like, the doctor said I have 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. Oh, thanks, Amanda. Okay, I didn't want to do an exercise if you guys didn't want to. Okay. Now, here's the exercise. Don't worry, I'll help you. I know this is difficult. Now, I'm going to be talking about answer K. I'm speaking in Pig Latin. I'm going to be talking about answer K, but for you, it's anything. Whatever the diagnosis or ailment or dis-ease, happens to be, you fill in the blank with that. So if I'm saying answer K and you're like diabetes, I don't know if it's okay to use any of these words on YouTube, you guys. I'm just being real careful with the words. If you don't understand my code words, I'm saying pretty much the whole word except for like the front part. So if your diagnosis or whatever is diabetes, then that is, because I'm not giving out medical advice and all, so I want to be real careful with the words that come out of my mouth, because I'm not diagnosing anything. I'm saying if your doctor said, I'm going to bill your insurance company for this. Let's go. Let's roll with it. Okay. Fill in the blank for that. Are you ready? So for this exercise, you don't have to do this every time, but it's so much easier to do this exercise if you're lying down. Now, if you're commuting, just don't do anything I say right now. Just keep commuting and do it later. If you're at home, go get in the recliner, lie down. Anything that's tense, make sure it's relaxed. Or is it a position where it can relax? Because you're like, well, nothing's relaxed right now, Kelly. Well, okay, then just lie down. Give it a, you come this way. Slow, deep breathing. Slow, deep breathing. Not patterned breathing that's pushing and pulling. Slow, deep breathing is mimicking the natural state of the avatar. It's helping the avatar to get in its natural state, so you remember how that feels. Now, if we did the slow, deep breathing exercise every day, we're using it as a crutch and not healing, right? But right now, we feel like shit. We're in the ditch. So let's slowly, deeply breathe for about 5 minutes. How's that? You're going to feel a lot better. And then we're going to go through this exercise, and you'll be ready for it mentally and emotionally and spiritually. For this very simple and way cool exercise that we're about to do. It's so simple you might giggle. But right now we're slowly, deeply breathing, where your stomach is like all slow, deep breathing. You can even do an exercise from head to toe. An acknowledgement of the top of our head. Yeah, my scalp's a little tense. But we don't judge or criticize. There's no guilt or shame or fault or blame. We just acknowledge the top of the head. With the out breath, we let go. We don't force through our lungs and through our mouth and out or into our body at all. The fuck is that? Who taught you to do that dumb shit? Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, I'm going to come heal you. Let me eat your sins. The fuck is that? What? Oh my gosh. That's just you self-sabotaging and harming yourself. Self-punishment. Self-destructive behavior. If you heal by taking on someone's illness, it's a slow suicide, is what that is. It's a slow suicide. Punishing yourself or something. It's the programs in unhealed states. You see in everybody's method of healing. So it's not letting go and allowing. Just showing the unhealed state. So from head to toe, slow deep breathing in, acknowledgement out, let it go. It might fly off over into sector 9. It might go out your left ear. Who knows? It might go out your left nostril. It might go, why does everybody shoot us out the top of their head? Like every time, out of the top of the head. Like, geez, my favorite place to leave is the right hip. Oh, these humans, so complicated. They're down there, they can't see anything. They're projections. And they're pushing and pulling stuff around and depleting the energy that creates their reality. So they're forever stuck in it. Because they never see it's a video game. Because they don't have enough power to fuel the avatar, for the avatar to function on its own, for you to let go of it. You're always trying to heal and push and pull the fucking avatar. Oh my gosh, how tedious and exhausting. It's that. Slow, deep breathing from head to toe. Now this exercise, and I'm proud of you for staying for it. I'm proud of you because this is scary for some people. Emotional healing and stuff. It's scary and I'm proud of you. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to to do an exercise. So again, I'm using the answer K, like I'm working with someone with answer K, and then you interject diabetes or art Aziz and so forth, and so on and so on and so on. Ready? Thank you, answer K. I am grateful for you, answer K, because does anybody want to help out? I'll help get you started. Let's make a list of 10 in the comments. Why are we grateful for answer K or for diabetes? Why am I thankful for diabetes? Why am I grateful for heart disease and high blood pressure? I'm thankful. Thank you, high blood pressure, for yeah, you think the answer K people have it easy. No, I'm hard on them. They're about to get off this planet. I don't have time to fuck around with people and tiptoe around. It's either you let go of the shit or you're not going to make it. What are you grateful for? Thank you, answer K. I was kind of going in a little fast in all kinds of directions, and I slowed down because of you. Answer K. Talking in Pig Latin. Thank you, answer K. You slowed me down. I was on a fast track to nowhere. I was going nowhere as fast as I possibly could. And you stopped me in my tracks, and I saw, and I was not able to see what was going on. But now that I got stopped, thank you, answer K. You stopped something that was out of control that I didn't know how to stop myself. Thank you. I am grateful for you. That's number one. I'm getting you guys started. Can you help me out with that? Even if you don't have answer K, can you help out with this exercise? Do you understand where we're going with this? We are grateful for these diagnoses. I'm grateful that I stumped my toe this morning. I really did not. I'm just making that up. It doesn't have to be the worst of the worst of the worst. I'm so grateful that I stumped my toe this morning because what, Kelly? Yeah. So yeah, if you've got an expiration date and have answer K, I'm not easy on you. So what are we grateful for? Oh, Amanda, I'm grateful to know where I was unhealed. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Okay, the second one. Oh my gosh, Amanda, isn't that great? So we're grateful we got stopped in our tracks as an example of what to be grateful for. My diabetes. I stopped and had a big think when that happened. When I got that diagnosis, I sat down and had a really big think. Whoa. And I thinked a lot about stuff I hadn't thinked of before in a long time. Woo! Michelle, thank you, XYZ Diagnosis, for showing me that the food I was putting in my mouth was toxic. As an example, not saying that's your situation, Michelle, but that the food I was eating was not good for me. Thank you, Diagnoses. Thank you, blood sugar diagnosis thing, for showing me that the stuff I'm putting in my mouth is not the best tasting, but not the best for the situation. A step further, what are we craving? Let's throw out sugar. Let's throw out sugar. If we're craving sugar, what is that? It's sweet. We crave what we're lacking. We're lacking sweetness in our life. So when you get the sugar, some cultures call it the sugar. I think that's cute. I mean, for such a horrible thing, it's a cute name. The sugar, and pretty accurate, right? You guys. Oh, Angela, I'm honored. I'm honored. Thank you. I'm glad it makes sense. And hopefully this is helpful to you guys again. Yeah. And the eating. So know where I was unhealed. And then hey, what's going in my mouth? Like I'm taking pause to look at what I'm putting in my mouth and why. Why am I just making this up? I'm not talking about anyone in the comment section. I'm just, why am I eating those cookies or chocolate or whatever it is? Am I not being sweet to myself? Again, I'm just talking about sugar right now, not the other stuff that you're craving. Go look that stuff up. There's spiritual meaning to everything that you crave. Craving salt, there's a spiritual meaning to that too. I'm just picking on sugar right now because it's sort of kind of common, right? Thank you. Oh, grateful for showing me my thinking pattern and inner conflict. Oh, you guys. It's like, I understood the assignment. Oh, you guys. Doesn't this feel good? Whoa. And when we come to these places of gratitude, notice what relaxes on your body and go look up that body part. You're talking to yourself. Isn't that wonderful? Ice cream, Angela. That's right. Ice cream and I'm scream. Ooh. Ooh, telltale. I'm screaming. I scream. So what else? Thank you, Answer K. Thank you, Iabetes. Thank you, Art Aziz. And I, Ludresher. Thank you, Osteohorosis. Thank you, gingivitis. Thank you, cavities. Yeah, who's ever thankful for that? I am grateful for my cavities because I see where the holes are in my life. I'm sorry, just being funny. Go look it up. Go look it up. Let's see. What is missing in our life? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What is the spiritual meaning behind cavities? Lack of self-expression, particularly creative needs. And need. We've got a need. And can be associated with suppressed emotions or blocked throats. Stuffing in the throat is blocked. Specific teeth are connected to organs, which are connected to the emotions. So look up the number of the tooth, and it will tell you what emotion is attached to it. You guys, you're talking to yourself all the time. Oh, I have a cavity. Oh, well, go look it up. You're talking to yourself. No, I don't think you understand. I, like, every day for like a whole month, I had a peppermint on that side of my mouth. And I held it there, while I was eating it. And it was right on top of the place where I've got a cavity. I'm not talking to myself. Well, but that peppermint was by a whole lot of teeth. Only one of your teeth got a cavity. One tooth got a cavity. You're talking to yourself. Go look it up. It was like, I don't think so, Kelly. Go look it up and see if it's not true. Suggesting cavities might reflect emotional stress or disrupted flow of energy in the body's meridians, if you're into meridians. Spiritual meaning of heart disease. I'm just looking stuff up on the internet for entertainment purposes only. Google might be wrong. It's been done. So, heart disease, spiritually, emotional or spiritual blocks like pride, apathy, or unaddressed grief that led to a hardened heart or spiritual arterial sclerosis. Heart condition can be a wake-up call. There's where gratitude. Can we make that number 5? The wake-up call. I'm grateful for this wake-up call. Or a spiritual signal to make life changes, prompting a deeper search for meaning. In some belief systems, heart health is directly linked to one's connection to the divine. Wow. Wow. Connection to yourself. With negative emotions and spiritual distress potentially contributing to physical disease. And then when I look up again in Google, I find worms and parasites as well. So if we focus on worms and parasites only, we've missed the emotions. There's no healing there. So we're going to be in a constant state of getting rid of worms and parasites that are created by the parasitic emotions and feelings and energy. Is this helpful? Cancer, spiritual meaning. And then you go and look up the specific types of cancer if you have a diagnosis or location on the body. Oh, it's in the intestines. Oh, it's in the liver. Go look that up. I'll tell you, I did a sacred clay is what it was called. I took one pill and 40 or more liver flukes came out. I looked up how big your liver is. That's about how many came out. Because I've been having issues. Didn't seem to be all that big, but having issues. Well, 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. I got dehydrated and couldn't hold anything down because of this parasite cleanse was so bad. With all of that coming out. So, when I went to the emergency room and they got specimens for the laboratory with, poke and something maybe that's red colored. I don't know if I can say that on here. And came back with slightly elevated, is it enzymes? I'm sorry, I forgot the fancy terms. Slightly elevated in the liver. And I had all those liver flukes come out. And I did a lot of research on what do liver flukes do. And that's everything that was happening to me. So, knowing with the parasite cleanse I did myself and the sheer volume and number and the size of liver flukes that came out, and the emergency room doctor was giving me instructions, and they said, well, your liver XYZ levels are slightly elevated. And you don't even need to mention that to your, the regular doctor, your GP. It's not even bad enough to mention to your GP. Oh my gosh, you guys. I cleansed all of that from my system and see whatever the lab results were for my liver for going through all that. And it was a slight problem. And it changed my life. My mind cleared. My mind was so cloudy, I can't even tell you. And it took a while after that. I had a hard time walking for a while. I got so weak after that. I got all the flukes out. I got dehydrated and everything. And it took about a month for me to come back like completely and fully. And I don't know if I'm even completely back yet after the sacred clay or the it's like a gray color. It's at Vitality Herbs and Clay. I think it's called Mineral Manna, but they might have changed all the names. You guys tell them hi. Tell them Kelly and the Raw. They'll remember me as Kelly and the Raw. Yes, Hazel, it is. I got the hiccups. So the spiritual meaning of cancer is complex, of course. Look up if you've got a diagnosis or location, look it up. So, but in general, we're looking at transformation and growth. Cancer can be seen as a catalyst for personal transformation and growth. It may force individuals, gratitude, to confront their fears. Is that number 5? I've lost count, you guys. Is that gratitude number 5? Is water fast and parasite cleanse have the same results? Oh, thank you, Gata. Now, remember, I'm not a physician or a nurse or dietitian or I've got no degree. I've spent a ridiculous amount of time in self-study in all of these areas, but I have no formal degree in any of that. I do not have a license to give you advice at all. I want to make that very clear. I experiment the shit out of things, experiment on myself. I do a lot of research, and you guys give me feedback and information as well. So I get information from all kinds of sources. So that's where I get my information, and that's why I have for entertainment purposes. Even if I have had a license, I can't diagnose or do anything on here, even if I did. So I just want to be very, very clear. Gata. So I do have a parasite cleanse workshop that's multiple videos. It's basically me looking like hell, going through all these different kinds of cleanses, and you get to see me going through these cleanses and what it looks like. And it's mostly emotions all over the place, because the parasites are what create your emotions and all these emotional states. The parasites do. When you have a place where you just let go and allow, and you're just observing, you don't have any parasites. If you're just kind of taking it easy in life. But if you're getting bent out of shape about anything, you got parasites, because the parasites put those emotions in place through chemistry and chemicals. You'll find a real quick doing like me. Well, hold on. I can only speak for myself. When it happened to me, I was just upset about all kinds of stuff. I felt like I had OCD, self-diagnosed OCD, self-diagnosed everything, right? All kinds of stuff that it was like, I'm not doing well, foggy thinking and all. So I did the parasite cleanse, and I'm like, oh my gosh, everything's clear. Everything is just completely clear. I don't feel cravings. I don't feel compelled to do anything. And I didn't feel lazy. It was not that. But there were no parasites putting chemicals in my body to tell me how to feel right then. Go look up words, English, Toxoplasma gondii. Go look up the symptoms. It's all in the behavior. It's the behavior of a person. Toxoplasma gondii is one of the worst ones. There's a lot out there. But as far as what is very common, because it comes from rats and then cats, and then it goes from there. This Toxoplasma gondii, it's all over the place. And some of the behaviors are quite boomer acting. You know where I'm going with that. Are all the boomers infected with Toxoplasma gondii? Oh my gosh. So Gata, I've got all kinds of parasite cleanses that I did, from turpentine to just the food only, to something that may or may not be at a feed store for horses, but I would never do that. That would be like weird, I would never do that. But it has like the weight on the side, and if you know how much you weigh, it's not rocket science at that point. But I wouldn't know, because I would never. Gosh, why would anybody do something like that? Don't go talk to your doctor before you go to the feed store. Yeah, talk to your doctor before you go to the feed store. So in that, I tell you everything I go through. And then to find out that I'm going through all of these parasite cleanses without methylfolate, and finding out the importance of folate in this parasite cleanse. So yeah, I can't tell you anything about parasite cleanses, Gata. All I can do is just point you in the direction of showing you what I did and the results that I got. And, emotionally, physically, and everything. And I went into detail in there, because with some of them, I don't know if I tell you about it in the videos themselves, but I got taller after the parasite cleanses. I got taller, clarity of mind. my hair, instead of being white, color, it's not gray anymore, it's white. Instead of my hair being white, it's gray now. So it's getting darker. My hair is getting darker with all the parasite cleanses. So the color of my hair is coming back. And I'd been drinking out of copper cups, doing all the copper and all. I'd been doing all that. But because of all the parasites and everything, I didn't get any benefit. So now that I got rid of all the parasites, then it's like, okay, I'm doing the same thing with minerals that I was doing before. But now, because the parasites aren't there, I'm actually getting all the minerals and getting all the benefit. Because the parasites aren't there anymore. I'm not, fighting all kinds of stuff inside. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Hazel. So, in this healing, what are we about on number 5? See, you guys are like, see how you guys slow down. But the people that have answer K that come to me, they have 2 weeks to live. That's what the doctor said. Yeah, we don't fuck around and stop at 5. So if you have answer K, what are you grateful for? Why are you grateful that you have it? It helped you to do some things that you wanted to do or needed to do, but didn't because of programs. Is that number 6? Can we make that number 6 in the gratitude bucket? You guys. So put it in the comments, you guys. We're going to 10. We're going to 10. We got 4 more. So whether it's all of these, let's see. Why are we grateful? Well, I'm grateful because when I looked it up on the internet, that I saw that in the healing process, whatever is going on with me, this diagnosis will heal itself once I'm healed with these emotions. Grateful for that. Spiritual meaning of diabetes. Sweetness, control, and self-worth. Oh, if you guys have some diagnoses or whatever, it doesn't have to be you. Like, hey, there's a family member or friend that has this diagnosis and I'm curious. What's going on. So, throw it out there too. We'll look it up. Spiritual interpretation of diabetes. Sweetness, control, self-worth. Rooted in an inability to properly process sugar. Like we're not allowing sweetness in our life. It's metaphorically understood as an issue with processing the sweetness of life, including love, joy, and nourishment, where we're not allowing ourselves. We'll have cravings. And with diabetes, there is a bitter outlook on life. Sweetness, bitter. A bitter outlook on life, sometimes stemming from disappointment or grief. Disappointment comes from expectations. Spoiler alert. Can affect the pancreas and its ability to process sweetness. And to me, I go on a different level when I go searching, and it's usually a worm or a parasite. Probably relative to Toxoplasma gondii. Sorry. Toxoplasma gondii is a bad one. Okay. Which emotions are related? Fear and anxiety. Oh, I'm grateful because it's showing I do want to live. Oh, because maybe we were not you, Amanda, but maybe we were walking around going, I don't want to be here. And then it's like, okay, you've got 2 weeks. Oh, wait a minute, I do want to be here. Is that number 7? Are we up to number 7? Thank you. Thank you. Person cleanse. I go look at the show. I do want to live. Nice. Okay. Oh, thanks. Okay. Psoriasis, spiritual meaning. Armored shell for protection But its negative impact on self-esteem and interpersonal communication can lead to spiritual crises in various cultural and spiritual traditions. Anybody else doing the psoriasis thing? So when I look it up, Gata, it's worms and parasites, but this is for entertainment purposes only. Various cultures and spiritual traditions, the skin's connection to emotions, because the skin is an organ. The self and the spirit is significant, with some seeing psoriasis as a sign of internal imbalance or spiritual disruption. Conversely, some individuals find increased spiritual well-being and resilience through their experience with chronic condition, using it as a catalyst for growth and a deeper connection to their faith and higher self. Again, I'm not saying this is true, Gata. We're just looking it up on the internet, and then you decide if this is true or not for yourself. These are just random people on the internet writing shit down. I usually read several articles when I look stuff up. Not necessarily the first one. The first one on Google is always the propaganda. After that, you can usually find good information. See, yeah, protection, stigma, and outcasting, stress as a catalyst, mind-body connections, resilience and coping, and finding meaning in life. And all. And again, we look at that and go, does that make sense in our life or not? Now, let's see. What worm or parasite is involved with psoriasis? Okay. Scabies the mites, or Sarcoptes. Please go look these names up yourself. Scabies. Potentially intestinal parasites such as Blastocystis hominis, and helminthes, like Trichuris Suisse. Oh my God. How about look it up yourself? Look it up your damn self. God, I'm not going to repeat that again. Have been suggested to play a role in psoriasis development or aggravation. Parasitic infections can trigger inflammation and disrupt the immune system, which can both worsen existing psoriasis, in the case of scabies, increase the risk of developing psoriasis through this requires further research. Scabies or mites, and all the stuff I'm not going to pronounce again. Let's see, parasitic worms through immune regulation may be linked to increasing prevalence of immune, mediated diseases like psoriasis. So immune. That's what I see a lot of the time is parasites with this autoimmune stuff going on. See, co-occurring infections. Some studies have found coexisting parasitic infections with patients with psoriasis. Loss of infections to the rise of immune mediated. I'm sorry, I already said that. It's an autoimmune disease. So this is kind of how I see it. Anytime I hear autoimmune, in my mind, it goes straight to the food that's not really food. And then you eat the food that's not food, because strawberries are supposed to be red in the middle, not white. So we eat strawberries with white in the middle, and your body goes, the fuck is that? Fuck you just do to me. Fuck that shit. Attack. Attack. And your body attacks the strawberries that you thought were going to help you. It's like your body starts attacking itself. Well, also, are we eating grains? If you're eating grains, your body starts eating itself. Acidosis. Your body eats itself up. So yeah, anything with autoimmune. So then it's looking at, okay, it's not food. I'm not saying it's strawberries, just, picking on strawberries for the moment. But they'll say you put strawberries in your body's attacking the strawberries. Well, what's going on with all the good bacteria? Good bacteria is probably getting beaten up as well. And the parasites are like, yeah, I like this. I mean, I got dinner and a movie. I didn't know all this shenanigans that would be going on in here. Nice, nice. I think, my family in another country, I came over here. I think I'm bringing them all over here. Yeah, this is great, said all the parasites. Three more things. Why are we grateful for Answer K? Again, this is an activity that's taken a long damn time to come up with 10 things. So if you have Answer K and you come to me, we get to 10. Now, I help them out. Don't worry, I help them out. The first one or two, they kind of argue a bit, and then they get mad. And then they're like, this makes no sense. I'm not grateful for anything. This and that. And then, I help them out with one or two, and they're like, oh, well, this isn't good, but, I was making this up. Like, I have been just working all the time, and I never took a vacation and spent a lot of time with my wife and my family. Like, because of this, I've been able to spend more time with my wife and my family. It's been great. So then they start to see that some good things have come from it. And it's like, yeah, I was like a runaway train, and the track was curving up ahead, and I didn't know how to slow that train down. This stopped the train completely. I mean, we're not even up to that curve up there, and the train has stopped. Okay, I can take a breath. It's not good, but I can pause now. It was out of control and going nowhere. Yeah. Oh, exactly. And Gata, don't let me tell you what to do or diagnose you. All I did was read from Google, just like you can do. Just like you can do and do research for all of this, and how I figured out all kinds of stuff. It's like, why does my nose, making this up, why does my nose itch at 4 p.m. every day? And I look at the spiritual meaning or whatever. And I get the spiritual meaning of that. And then it's like, oh crap, it's a damn parasite again. Damn it, fuck. It's a sinus parasite. What were those in? Oh my gosh. Onions? Really? Just kidding. I made all of that up, by the way. I actually, not just code word, I made it up. Wink, wink. I actually made that up. So what I just said, like, it's not real. Completely made up. So yeah. Anything else you guys want to throw out? What are the basics? Let's see. What parasite is associated with high blood pressure? It's just Google. It's in me. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm just reading from Google. Looking up the same damn thing you can. After having an argument with Meta.ai this morning. Don't want to talk about it, but I won. I'm just saying, the way you win with Meta AI is to turn it off. So, okay, parasites associated with high blood pressure include schistosomiasis. I hope I'm close. Which can lead to pulmonary arterial hypertension. And did you know that these parasites hate salt? They can't stand it. They can't. They're not able to like keep frolicking about if salt is in the middle of all of this. Oh, but isn't that what your doctor tells you to stop taking is salt? And gives you a prescription for salt? I don't know. Go look it up yourself. I don't know what I'm talking about. To pulmonary arterial hypertension and Chagas disease or trypanosoma, which causes Chagas cardiomyopathy. That was in the movie Beaches with Bette Midler. The mechanism for schistosomiasis induced pulmonary hypertension involves inflammation and fibrosis in the pulmonary blood vessels, while Chagas disease damages the heart and systemic vasculature. I'm not sure exactly what that means. Causes a disease caused by blood flukes of the genus Schistosoma. Is the world making a little better sense? The world's a little more simple than you thought it. If you just think worms and parasites, and we're feeding the worms and parasites going to the grocery store, they love potato chips. They love cookies. They love pasta and bread. They love simple carbohydrates. They love rice. They love sugar. They love all kinds of stuff. They love toxic environments. Love it. Let's see, the parasitic cause of pulmonary artery, or PAH, I'm not going to say the fancy word. Mechanism, the parasite's eggs cause inflammation and fibrosis in the blood vessels of the lungs, leading to PAH. Is this helpful? I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm just reading off of Google. This is the first thing that popped up on Google and I was reading. It's just a coincidence if it involves you. Symptoms may include shortness of breath, fatigue, exercise intolerance, chest pain, and fainting. And geographical locations. Let's see. Cause, clinical manifestations. Early signs can include abnormalities in the EKG, in the ECG. See, mechanisms damage the heart and systemic blood vessels. So you guys, all these non-foods get in there and make it just a haven for parasites. Why? Because all the stuff that we put in our body that's toxins unalive the good bacteria. And good bacteria is required for every function of the entire body, including in the brain, and functions inside of the cells. Good bacteria. Sorry to be a little judgy there. The good bacteria takes care of every function in your body. Without the good bacteria, they say if all the bacteria in the patient is unalived, the patient is unalived. The patient cannot live without the good bacteria. So you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, you've got some bad bacteria. Take this antibiotic that's going to kill everything, including all the good bacteria as well. And the stuff that helps you to digest food and get stuff out. Oh my gosh. That's why every time when I look at fruits, seeds of fruits, and herbs as kind of a go-to diet, understanding that I have no degree in food, except for I've watched every damn food show, I think, on the Food Network and into time and I watch PBS. And I was like inviting people over but that's all I know about food is how to make it taste fucking awesome and make people want more. But I have no degree in what food to eat. But I find the people that have degrees in what to eat follow a system of subsidized poisoned food source and supply. So, not everybody. So I'm grateful to only do what I want. Oh man, I love it. Is that 8? Are we on 8? I lost count, you guys. Sorry, I'm on 8. I love it. Wow. So what else did I look up? Heart disease, diabetes. Did I look up if parasites cause diabetes? Did I look at that up? The pancreas got thrown out a while ago. Oh, let's see. What parasite causes menopause? Let's see. Toxoplasma gondii causes menopause. Menopause is not natural. I had a man tell me it was the other day. That menopause was a natural thing for a woman to go through. And I'm like, not only are you not a woman, but that's not correct. Oh, yes, it is. I'm like, you're arguing with a woman about something I know more about. And I've done research. I have a degree in Google, not to brag. Well, I gave myself the degree. I did. I put myself through a lot of the classes that I developed myself. I might have called them situations in life, but I just, I gave myself a Google degree. So with my Google degree, Toxoplasma gondii causes an unnatural breaking down of the female Good stuff. The good stuff. So Toxoplasma gondii. Infection, symptoms. What can mimic menopause? Let's see. Diabetes, I looked it up and it's parasites. Depression, I looked it up and it's parasites. Let's see. And the rush. No, I don't know what that is. Answer K, cancer. Parasites. Hyperhidrosis, probably parasites. Tuberculosis, I looked it up. It's parasites. So it's saying that. So if it's saying that all these other things can mimic menopause, then all these other parasites are causing menopause. Thyroid, diabetes, depression, medications, cystitis and thrush, cancer, hypertension, okay, tuberculosis, chronic fatigue syndrome. These are all parasites. I've looked them up. They're all parasites. But don't believe me. I'm probably making all this up. Go to your own research. Irritable bowel syndrome. Irritable bowel syndrome parasites. Causes menopause. Wow. Okay. And let's see. Oh, that's Brian. I'm awake. Well, hold on. It's a download. Let's not do that. Let's see. How do you know if you have Toxoplasma gondii? What behaviors do you see in people with the parasitic infection? You can confirm it with a blood test that checks for specific antibodies, but most infected individuals are asymptomatic. Flu-like symptoms, vision changes, confusion, seizures. So all these people are having seizures. Worms and parasites in the brain. Let's see. Pregnancy can lead to serious complications. She has risk-taking behaviors. And see, fever, muscle aches, fatigue, swollen lymph nodes. Sounds like everything else out there. So I guess everything's worms and parasites. What it sounds like. Oh my gosh. See, personality changes, risk-taking behavior. So let me get into another article with the behaviors. Okay. You feel. Sorry, it's taking a minute. On human behavior. There we go. That took a minute. PMC research. Okay, effects of Toxoplasma gondii are schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. Toxoplasma gondii. Symptom of Toxoplasma gondii is schizophrenia. I'm reading off of Google. For entertainment purposes only. I'm probably making all this up. Go double check me. Wow. Schizophrenia. Woo! Oh, what else? Oh, there's a lot. That was just a big one. Okay, it comes from rats or rodents. And then, there are kitty cats or get a little hungry. Or maybe they don't want to. They like the food you give them, but they also like to play, if you know what I mean, and give you gifts on your front door porch. A good source for Toxoplasma gondii is little kitty. And they're my kitty. It was so hard to hear a mom one time that her child was severely autistic. And looking at all the things that she was doing, it looked like she had the diet in place. She did the heavy metal detox. And, she did all of this stuff. So I was so confused as to why her child had autism. And then, I talked about Toxoplasma gondii and everything. And she's like, oh yeah, we've got 2 cats. And it said that they were not going to do, no, I didn't tell them to do anything. I was just giving them information. And they said that they were not going to do a worm and parasite, cleanse or on their child at all. But and then we're not going to get rid of the cats. And I was sitting here going, I guess this is really judgy, but I'm sitting here going, if there is a possibility that we can get rid of a parasite and I have a child who's going to go, get a job someday and all that, not have to have their diapers changed the rest of their lives. There's a possibility of that. I'd throw those cats out the window. Bye. Love you. Bye. Oh, I'm not worried about you. Yeah. You show me your butt. That means love. Gen X, goodbye. I would goodbye those cats to a very nice home. I was joking about the window thing. I would find a home for them. But, maybe just a temporary home for 6 months and let's see if it works. Like, if I don't want to get rid of them completely, let me try. If I wouldn't have to change my child's diapers the rest of their life. Holy crap. PhD. Oh, potato house degree. Hazel. I love it. Hey, Nicole, do you think parasites would contribute to irregular periods or longer cycles? In my research, Nicole, and I am not a doctor. Not a doctor. And I'm probably half crazy most days. But in my research, yeah. I found it, but do your own research. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Toxoplasma gondii. What are we gonna do? Okay. What are we to do? Mexicana may affect human behavior, including its effect on dopamine and on testosterone. Okay, dopamine's a big deal these days, right? I don't have enough dopamine. ADHD, I don't have enough dopamine. And doing all this stuff gives me dopamine. If I take methylfolate, I get dopamine. Or I'm not a doctor. I'm just dopamining all over the place. Lots of sources for dopamine, right? Yeah, stress and trauma, dopamine. So if Toxoplasma gondii is affecting dopamine and testosterone, and then we're taking supplements, and then we feel normal, we don't feel like we have ADHD or autism, taking methylfolate because we can't process it. Why can't we process folate? Is it T. gondii? This is not conclusive. I'm just putting thoughts out there. You guys go look this stuff up. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? You go to the doctor, and the doctor said you inherited bad genes from your parents. Well, in my research, you do your own. Don't believe a goddamn fucking word that comes out of my mouth. But when the doctor said you inherited bad genes, because this one, I came in there and I'd had a headache for like 13 days. So my blood pressure was a little high. For a natural reason, right? The parasites in the brain. That's what migraines are, parasites in the brain. What? So when I went with high blood pressure and I knew the health status of the biological parents was tended to have low blood pressure. I'm not saying it's healthy or right or wrong or whatever. I'm just saying, when they do the family history or whatever, I'm adopted, but I know the health status somewhat of the biological parents, adopted, kind of stuff. So here's how this interaction went in the doctor's office. Yeah, you have high blood pressure. It's hereditary. Did your parents have high blood pressure? So I said, in answering the question, well, I'm adopted. And then I was going to say, but I know the health status, and blah, blah, blah. I was going to say that right after I said I'm adopted, but she cut me off. And she said, See, it is genetic. High blood pressure was genetic because I was going to tell her. But I know, and with the health history as far as blood pressure goes, they actually, both of them had low blood pressure. But I didn't get to say that before she said it was hereditary, and I got it. I got it from them because I'm adopted, so obviously it came from them, and they had high blood pressure. So I'm sitting here going, I'm not going to tell her. I'm not going to say anything to her that I was about to tell her they had low blood pressure. So how do we explain that? This is the way I see it. I don't see bad genes being passed on. Let's think about this for a second. If two people came together and gave bad genes to a child, after 3 or 4 generations, well, I think we have global families that interbreed, that we see what happens when stuff happens in that area. So if you actually inherited bad DNA from your parents within 2 to 3 generations, we would be looking like stuff that like swam around in the deep where there's no light. We would be looking like a walrus or something before long. It wouldn't even be able to walk or talk or even be human with all of those mistakes if we passed all those along to our kids. Not only mistakes from dad, but mom as well. We passed on bad genes. Makes no damn sense. You make a good copy. So here we've got a child that starts from scratch with good DNA. When I research, Fluorbrand has better fancy words than I do. But when I research parasites, what they do is they alter your DNA. So you don't inherit bad genes from your parents. They pass the parasites on to you. And if you don't get rid of those parasites, you're going to have the same damn thing your parents had. If they give you high blood pressure parasites, it will go in there and change your DNA, and you will have high blood pressure. I'm oversimplifying the process. Do you understand what I'm trying to explain to you guys? That at the end, the DNA has been changed, but what they're blaming it on, think about this. It's parasites. It's not your parents. So now we've demonized parents. Oh, my parents gave me those genes. How could they? No, maybe they ate beef. Maybe they had a bad clam, or something. And there's some parasites. You guys, all the some ingredients to make a parasite cleanse. Oh, again, Hazel, what I did, not being a licensed physician or dietitian or parasite cleansologist or anything like that. And it's $35 for all the videos on thegodbubble.com. I all of my workshops are $35 down from like $400. So you guys are getting 2 or 3 workshops at a time on thegodbubble.com. So there's a parasite cleanse one. Again, I don't say like, okay, if you're this many pounds and this tall and these are your symptoms, this is how much you take. That is not what these videos are. The videos are for like the beginning of your research and looking at it in a journalistic type of way. In a journalistic way, I'm going out to research something. And in my research, I took XYZ and 1, 2, 3. And when I did that, these are the results. And this was awful, and this made it better. And remember your binders. Oh my gosh, always have a binder. Have a binder. And that's why I'm doing this clay stuff. The sacred clay is because it's like the parasite, it takes parasites out, heavy metals, medications, toxins, everything that's in there. Bad decisions in your 20s. It goes in there and it strips everything out, and it's also a binder. But don't take my word for it at all. Go do your own research. The Vitality Herbs and Clay, you guys. The doctor that owns that company, I've talked to him. He's absolutely amazing. He goes out and he actually experiments on real people in third world countries that have what and that as well, and this, that, and the other thing we shall not speak of. And then after he gets a hold of them with his herbs and vitamins and minerals and such, They no longer have the XYZ and the 1, 2, 3 with the vacation and the arm. Oh, this gives me a different outlook on rheumatoid arthritis. I see it as parasites when I look it up. Let's see. What parasite causes rheumatoid arthritis? We'll get specific. What usually happens is and I tell you guys about that. When you're looking this up, what parasite causes XYZ? Every time I do it, the first article says parasites. I don't know what is that? What's a parasite? Is that, are you speaking, was that Latin, Russian? Do you need a translator, Google Translator? Suddenly it's like meta.ai. I want to know what you're talking about. Okay, then scooch down a little bit. Article number 2 and beyond usually has the name of it and what it takes to get rid of it. The first one denies it exists. Angels don't exist, but if you meet one, go to your nearest authority and report them. Okay. So arthritis related to parasitic infections. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get which one, Nicole. My bad. Again, you can look this up. All I'm doing, I'm not diagnosing, Nicole. I'm reading stuff off of Google based on stuff you put in the comments. And I'm just researching it. You guys are going along for the ride of my research for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe a word I say. Go look all this up. So let's see, an autoimmune. Okay, autoimmune. Anytime I hear autoimmune, I hear usually some kind of bio something or other. I don't know what words to use on YouTube. Bio something or other food. And parasites. Because usually where there's bio something or other food, you've got the parasites right there. The heavy metals put your body in a condition where the parasites just love it with the heavy metals. Let's see, just FYI, good news day. Parasites do not like pumpkin seeds. Let's see, autoimmune attacks the lining of the joints, causing inflammation, potential damage. Okay, and this one is like, we don't know. The first article is, what parasites? The second article is, nobody knows. This is what happens when I go to the doctor. Because I had altitude sickness and they gave me Benadryl and Advil. Benadryl and Advil is what they gave me. And when I asked them, because I wanted to go take something natural that would help, instead of taking that for the altitude sickness, when I went up to 11,000 real quick, it didn't feel too good. And so I said, well, how do these, because I'm asking the medical professions that went to school for this, how this medication that they just gave me works for the altitude sickness. And you know what this woman told me? She said, and I quote, nobody knows. It just works. So when I asked how it works, that's what I was told by the medical profession that went to school. So I looked it up my damn self on Google and figured out to take chlorophyll and cell food. So I found out what she didn't know when she went to school. I went to Google and Google told me why it worked. So I used the concepts of why it worked, and I went and found something. And I went and found, sound like a redneck today. I went and I found something that worked. So I went to the Vitamin Shop and got chlorophyll, liquid chlorophyll. I think they have it in pills. Liquid chlorophyll. It doesn't taste bad, but the taste gets old. You just get tired of the taste, even though it tastes pretty good. Oh, hiccups. It's almost like this minty, freshy thing, but it will get old. So yeah, I did that in cell food, which helps you to produce oxygen in your body. And like the chlorophyll and stuff, because we're plants. Because we're plants, they get to move around. Seatbelt sign has come off. You may now roam about that. Oh, I'm sorry, the parasites. I'm sorry, Nicole. I got distracted. I don't know what's going on here. Diseases, parasites from heal. Oh, it's that same parasite we were looking at a while ago. The one, let me try to mispronounce it for you. It's the same one. The same one with the hemp. Hold on. Crap. Okay. Okay. Helminthus. Remember when I said that a while ago? It's helminthus. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out the words. Newly discovered. Really? Parasitic worms. I'm trying to, Nicole, trying to get you the names of the worms. Trying to get you, Nicole. Okay, highlights. Oh gosh, it's the same one. Helminthus. Helminthus, Nicole. Helminthus. Abstract. We're dealing in like lupus and stuff like that. In my research of what lupus is, to me, lupus looks like mostly eating. Okay, this is how I see it. Doesn't mean it's true. Go look it up yourself. But what it looks like is people who eat potatoes. Potatoes. So you eat potatoes. That's a non-food. It's a bio, you know what it. Potatoes, and then it puts your body in a position to promote the growth of this thing that causes lupus, the parasite and everything that causes lupus. So that's what it looks like. Autoimmune being something like you put non-food in the body and it attacks it like an allergen. It thinks it's an allergen and something fighting it, so it attacks it. And while it's attacking it, the parasites are like, I love this. I mean, we should have gotten cable a long time ago. I'm loving this drama. Anyway. Okay. We're looking at, joint pain, swelling, stiffness, limited range of motion, fever, and so forth. Okay. So, can I say this word, chlamydia, in the eye? I think it's okay to say that word. Neisseria gonorrhea. This is rheumatoid arthritis, by the way. I'm not on one of those weird sites. I'm reading about rheumatoid arthritis. Borrelia burgerfoot. Oh no. But Borrelia burgdorferi. Lyme disease. Parasite. Oh, parasites. Okay. Strongy. Loidus. Go on, you guys. Stercoralis. Abdominal pain, diarrhea, and a rash. Cryptosporidium parvum. Diarrhea, vomiting, fever. Blastocystitis. Hominis. Diarrhea, abdominal pain, and gas. Okay. And symptoms vary depending on what parasite it is. Just looking it up. Arthritis related to parasitic infections. Here we go. Oh. Like the doctor that has no nutritional training at all gave my mom nutritional advice to stop eating fat and you do everything like low fat, no fat. Well, instead of just eating something that never contained fat, in the first place. Like Jell-O, it's fat free. So instead of just eating stuff that's fat free, it's stuff that has fat in it and the fat was removed. In my research, they use chemicals to remove the fat. In my research, do your own, none of my business. So here they say, okay, let's do the low fat, no fat. And for a woman, I can't vouch for you guys, but in a woman where we're supposed to have at least 30% fat on our body to be hormonally okay, eating low fat, no fat doesn't seem to be really good. In my research, low cholesterol causes strokes. You heard that right. When I researched what causes strokes, because the doctor told my mom, who had not had a stroke at all, oh no, your cholesterol's too high, you're going to have a stroke. Get it down. Here's normal. Here's what normal is. So my mom got to normal. Her knuckles started to get bigger on her hands. Once the doctor told her to stop eating egg yolks and eat the egg whites, which doesn't have all the nutrition in it. The yolk has the nutrition. And in my research, do your own. The yolk of the egg is very good. The white of the egg is highly inflammatory and causes arthritis and other inflammation type stuff in eating the egg whites. Remember when that was a thing? When doctors were giving out nutritional advice to their patients, the patients were having strokes left and right. So my mom's cholesterol was within the range. In fact, it went under what was healthy. And the doctor was pleased and said, "Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Coffee. The chart has changed. Your cholesterol is now too high. The cholesterol that was below normal that we were doing well with has to go down some more because of this chart that just came out." So my mom started having strokes, and that's when I researched that low cholesterol causes strokes. So I said something to the doctor that I absolutely regretted saying after I said it. And I won't say all the stuff that happened after I said that to the doctor. You'll just say it was bad. It was really bad. Because I said, okay, why do you have my mom? I was asking clarifying, why? Why do you have my mom on this medication that harms people badly and just causes aneurysms and all kinds of stuff and dementia and so forth? Why is my mom on this pill? It's cholesterol, medication or, whatever. Why are we lowering her cholesterol? Well, she had a stroke. I'm like, can you please explain what that means? What do you mean she had a stroke? A clogged artery. And that's what caused the stroke. I'm like, oh, okay. Can you show me? I said, I'm sorry, I'm not in the medical field. Is it a CAT scan or an MRI? Or I'm not sure what kind of machine that, or piece of technology you use. Could you please show me the x-ray or whatever of the clogged artery? And he said, oh, we don't have any of that. And I'm like, I said, what? You just told me that some in her brain, somewhere, her artery is clogged with plaque and, all this cholesterol stuff. Her artery is clogged. So I said, I'm really confused now how you just told me her artery was clogged and you don't know. And he said, well, we guess. That's what it usually is. So I said, you have my mother on a medication and you don't know if she even needs it. A medication that she doesn't know what my name is after she takes it. So those are uncomfortable questions, and we'll just say I was out of the picture after that. So there were people taking care of my mom who, after giving me 4 reasons for doing something, I said, how about we try garlic and see, cholesterol wise or whatever, how about we try garlic and have her tested and all that. And if it doesn't work, put her on the pill. Oh, because of X, Y, Z and 1, 2, 3. I'm like, but that doesn't make any sense. This is a boomer, by the way. And because of, and reason number 2. And I was like, but that doesn't make any sense. Okay, reason number 3. I'm like, I don't understand. You're giving me a reason why we couldn't try the garlic for a month or 6 weeks or 3 months or something like that, and then go back to the pill or something if it didn't work, doing the same thing. So, a 4th time, I don't understand why you're telling me that she's on this medication at all, because she can't drive on it. And everything. She went from driving to not being able to on that medication. And so after the 4th time, and there was some made up answer behind the reason to do it. At that point in my life, I didn't take crap anymore. I was tired of people just telling me lies, and I took their lies, and I had a false foundation. I didn't know what was going on because everybody lied all the time to themselves mostly. So then she said to me, after I called her on all 4 of them and just said, I don't understand. That doesn't make sense to give that to her. That's a medication that's harming her. I don't know. And then she's, Kelly, I'm tired. I've got all this stuff to do. I've got this to do. I've got that to do. I've got the other to do. And I live an hour and a half away. I can't deal with her. You guys, neurodivergence, if you push a neurotypical, you'll finally get to the truth. You know how frustrating it is to be a child? See, I stopped with layer 1, where they would say, this is the reason why, and I took them at their word, and I didn't know what was going on in the world. Does that make sense? Because they're sitting there lying to themselves about things. And so I get the lie, and I don't know what's going on. And I can't function in the world because I'm confused all the damn time. Because I look out in the world, and it doesn't match what I was just told. Or what I just observed. You told me the opposite. That you don't trust yourself when you've got all these adults that do things and say the opposite. That is so confusing. Oh my God. Often pick the yolk out and only eat the yolk. Yeah, probably while your joints are all, or tomatoes as well, the nightshades as well, Nicole. Glad I picked a good part of glad I picked the good part of the egg. Oh, you got it out. Oh, you're being sarcastic. My bad. You're being sarcastic. Yeah, good thing I picked the good part of the egg out and threw it away. Right? So my mom went from doing Little House on the Prairie, eating eggs. I think they even threw in bacon and shit. I mean, she just, she ate a good diet, or was mentally healthy and everything. And until the doctor said, get the fat out of your diet. And it was a downward spiral to dementia. Downward dementia. Down with the dementia after the fat was taken out of their diet. And so, and then you go on TikTok, and the body for a woman, well, it's basically a man posing as a woman, and men don't have body fat, at all, and women do. So then the standard for a woman is a man with no body fat. And so, the Instagram, the butt and the thighs and the tiny waist and things like that. That's that shape. It gets rid of all the fat and everything. That shape. But what it does is that shape, popularizing the shape of going very muscular with a place that's naturally curved on a woman. Her lower back is naturally curved, and we build up our rear end. Then it takes a man whose back is straight, and it gives the appearance of being curved. If we're, a man trying to look like a woman and a woman's body, and then they build up those muscles to give an unnatural curve to them. Hiccup, excuse me. Oh God. Let me turn the air conditioner on. Oh my gosh, it is so hot in here. Hold on, let me see what the temperature is. Good grief, it's hot. Oh, 81. Are you kidding me? 83. Okay, one of those is the indoor temperature, so it doesn't really matter. 81 or 83. It's pretty high. Sorry, you guys. I hadn't had my air conditioner on all this time. Let me cool down a second. Okay. Sorry, I had to cool down. That was like crazy. It's like 83 degrees in here. Oh my god. Ugh. Woo, and I'm drinking coffee. And I'm drinking coffee. Oh, good grief. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Sorry about that. It's really humid today. And what's so funny is, the sun was shining, and then the cloud went in front of the sun, and I was like, oh my God. Suddenly it felt very stuffy. Let me see if it's going to rain. Like, oh my gosh. All right. There we go. No, partly cloudy. Huh. Which is partly cloudy. I can't see outside because I put the blinds down. But let's see. The site explains it all. Oh, what happened? Hazel. Oh my gosh. Oh, Sacred. I'm sorry, Nicole. I didn't see what you wrote. My bad. Vitality Herbs and Clay is the name of the company, and I've used their products. I love their products. I have a certain level of trust in the natural doctor that owns the company, in seeing how he tests his own products on real people. He goes to other countries and he doesn't charge people. He just, experiments on them basically with herbs and minerals and vitamins and all that, and all that stuff, clays and everything. He bitter greens, and he's got a plethora of stuff. Go look at Vitality Herbs and Clay. And Sacred Clay, I think is what it's called, or Mineral Manna. If you call them, just call like customer service and say, hey, someone said they were using this product, and I don't know if it's still called that, but it used to be called Mineral Manna or Sacred Clay. They also have clay, and I think it's red. I mean, they might have completely different products now, you guys, but and you could buy it, several pounds or gallons or however it's done by weight or volume. But you could get a lot of that clay and you put it in your bathtub, and you put the clay in the bathtub and it draws everything, out of your body. And I don't know about, nanobots or anything like that. I have no idea what the Sacred Clay does. Ask them. So we'll see. So, thank you, Vitality Herbs and Clay. And let me look it up so I can show you a picture. Vitality Herbs and Clay Mineral Manna. See if they still have it. Oh, okay. Find the Vitality Herbs and Clay. There we go. Yeah, I think it's called Mineral Manna. Okay. I don't make any money off of this. I'm on YouTube. I'm supposed to tell you. I'm not making any money off of this. So, but tell them Kelly and the Raw said I. Mineral Manna. It is called Mineral Manna. Okay, so if you got like say 480 caps, there's like 480 capsules, which is a lot, by the way. That's a lot. So $37 to start, or if you want to stock up, 123. Ask them, but I've had mine for years and it doesn't seem to affect it at all, the clay. It might, bitter greens and stuff might go bad quickly, but I'm finding I'm not having problems with my clay over the years. And I bought a big bottle. I got a big bottle too. I got a ton of that stuff. So I still have it from all these years. For what, around 2012 or so? I still have some. I got so much. Already. So, but ask them, before you do what I do, ask. So let me make sure. Did I answer? Oh, they also have capsule form. Oh yeah, the capsule form. I take the capsules. Like my mineral mana, I take the capsules. I recently took it out of the bottle because the bottle was so huge, and there were not very many left in it. So I don't have it in the bottle anymore. I've got it in this. This is how much I have left. I had a lot, you guys. This stuff goes a long way. It goes a long way. So, $37 worth will probably last you a long time. I mean, I can't say I'm not you. Let's see, Dr. King information. Oh my goodness. The menu. We just go home. We go home. Bye, go to home. Oh, private membership community. Formerly Vitality Herbs and Clay. So it's welcome to Vital Life Essentials. That's what they call themselves now. Vital Life Essentials. Formerly Vitality Herbs and Clay. Okay. They have free ebooks. They're on their game. That's him. Yes, it's him. I can't hear what he's saying because I have the sound down, but he's talking, and it's Dr. Michael King, author, life enrichment consultant, and it went away. Sorry, he's got books. You guys, this is a good guy. Oh man, he knows what he's doing. This guy does. He knows what he's doing. So, I mean, you could, take a second mortgage on your home and buy all this stuff. So be careful. But he's got some good stuff. Right? He's got some really good stuff. So thanks for looking it up, Hazel. Thanks for that. So, I mean, you were asking about the parasite cleanses and everything. That's what I used recently. But again, remember that I took one pill and I ended up in the emergency room dehydrated from that one pill. Well, I am at a high altitude where it is drier up here. You've got to drink some more water. I got a migraine in the middle of it, and I couldn't get rid of the migraine. It just spiraled downward from there. So I'm not saying that the clay did it, but it got out about the size that your liver is supposed to be. That many liver flukes came out with that one pill. That's what I'm saying. Be fucking careful. So always talk to it's a good idea to have a consultation with him, you guys. And I don't know if he still does. Go look, and he does or he used to do. Hopefully he still does half-hour consultations, 1 hour consultations, and I don't know what they cost. Let's see what we got going on about us. So ask a question or email us, log in. Saturday, Sundays. We got all your information right here. Oh my gosh, your information. Yes. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Sacred Clay and Black Beauty Bath and facial additive for detoxification and anti-aging. It's got an article. What is the best way to accelerate bone, joint, tissue, and nerve repair naturally? Clay, minerals, and electrolytes. You guys, it's all natural. Let's see. Is your calcium supplement increasing your risk of heart attack, stroke, and sudden death? This guy, like Food Babe is on top of food. This guy knows his shit. And okay, that's it. The truth about building physical health and disclaimer. Not a single product, natural or otherwise, including everyone mentioned on this site, is capable of healing the human body. Either an herb, a clay, a vitamin or mineral supplement, a seaweed or algae or organic food, nor any other substance is capable of healing the body. In every instance, the body will take the nutrition given it, break it down into millions of pieces, and read the rest of the article. Go to his website to find out the rest of that article. You guys, he helps you. He's a good guy. He's a good person. He's just a good person that loves people. And he goes out there and does stuff that other people get in trouble for. And then people who are on this planet and walking around and breathing and eating and stuff, and then they're not walking around anymore and breathing and eating, if you know what I mean, and they're natural doctors. This one's still here. Take advantage of that while he's still here, you guys. Take advantage. He's talking about the body creates its own medicines. He's got an awesome philosophy, you guys. In every instance, the body will take the nutrition given it, break down into millions of pieces, combine it with other components already available within the body to make new compounds. Big, you guys. Then deliver those newly formed metabolic compounds to the places that it knows it needs to go, all according to its own wisdom. In other words, the body heals itself and he helps it out a little bit. Isn't that so cool, you guys? Our job is not to target disease or micromanage specific chemical reactions or hormonal levels, like the medical community. Our job is simply to nourish the body with complete spectrum of kinds of foods that will recognized as real food. You guys, he knows what's going on. Food recognized as real foods. Real food is that which is compatible with the organic nature of the body's original construction. The human body is a natural organism. This is Dr. Michael King, Vitality Herbs and Clay. The human body is a natural organism. It was created from the dust or clay of the earth. This is, I'm reading his article. Therefore, the perfect food for the body will also be of earthen origin, unaltered. Earthen resources that qualify as real food include such things as clay, water, algae, seaweeds, herbs, fruits, nuts. Hey, Nicole, weren't you asking about nuts yesterday or the day before? Nicole, this is the person to ask. Nuts, seeds, and vegetables, anything less than whole would not be a real food. Includes natural vitamins and mineral supplements assembled by a laboratory rather than by nature. You guys, God, oh my gosh. Our job is not to try to improve on nature or so-called science. Our job is merely to provide the body with an abundance of real food and let the body decide what to do with it. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. You guys, I love this guy. Earth and Reese, tell him hi when you call. Tell Kelly and the Raw. They'll know. Let's see. Resources contain a vast array of nutrient-based building blocks for the body to select from in order to construct its own medicines. It is our job to not toxify the body with foods that are neither real nor compatible with the human body, and to detoxify all that is foreign and poisonous. Whoa! In this manner, the body will have the greatest freedom to select from the vast array of resources that we provide in order to simply clean house and build life-giving strength. Again, this entire process is performed not by our manipulation of chemical reactions, but through our support of the body's own inherent wisdom. In truth, there are only 7 causes of discomfort. I'm reading from Dr. King. Let's see. Mislabeled as disease in the human body, and therefore 7 primary solutions. Self-image. Oh my gosh. Limiting beliefs or perceptions of what is possible. Solution. Contemplate infinite possibility. Begin with the end results of completeness, wholeness in mind. Then adjust all inner perspectives that stand in the way. Don't you love him already? This guy's the shit. Toxicity. Toxins from the environment, home, work, food, water, medicine, medical treatments, etc., are at the root of most disabilities and ill health. Solution. Detoxify the body with clay, sweat therapy, superfoods, cleansing herbs, and herbal circulatory stimulants for the blood and lymph. Wow, you guys. Diet. Poor food quality, chemical grown practices, use of microwave ovens, high temperature cooking, artificial food ingredients, fast food, desserts, etc. Solution. Eat to build vitality more than taste alone. Pay attention to food combining practices. Nourish your body to max with superfoods, sea vegetables, herbal nutritives. Superfoods provide the nutrients missing in today's farm-grown produce. And he gives some more advice. Water quality and quantity. Not consuming enough high-quality water every day. Consuming dehydrating, caffeinated beverages or soft drinks. Filter and restructure your water, even if it is bottled. He says, consume 1 to 3 quarts of quality structured water and other hydrating herb teas daily, and lemon and whole earthen minerals, the real minerals, to obtain additional electrolytes when desired. Again, this is advice not from me, but I'm reading this off of the internet, Dr. Michael King. System weakness, digestive, immune, lymphatic, circulatory systems, etc. Recommending to build system strength and functionality with therapeutic herbs and improved diet and lifestyle changes. Sunlight and earthing. Sedentary lifestyles focused on electronic devices and indoor living deteriorate one's innate relationship with nature. I love the way he writes. Oh, you guys. A balance needs to be found between the living requirements and contact with the natural elements of the heavens and the earth. Solution. Make more time in your day for increasing amounts of time engaging in the earth, fresh air, and sunlight. Grow a garden or a few potted plants of any kind. Get your hands and feet in contact with the earth. This is a doctor. Don't you love him? He's so awesome. With the earth as often as possible. This is a doctor's visit with him. How cool is that? And to drain static energy from the body and build internal strength. Face the sun with eyes closed any time of the day to absorb the 900,000 plus healing frequencies of light from the sun. Oh, you guys, he uses the fancy words saying the same thing I do. Isn't it cool to hear what the fancy words are? Lifestyle, living outside of the natural order of life, carrying a cell phone in your pocket, using Wi-Fi and smart devices, working with chemicals in the home or office, trusting in the medical system as if Mother Nature had abandoned you without a choice other than their toxic medicines and life-deteriorating, life-threatening side effects. The solution: trust nature, question science, live close to nature to every degree possible. Grow as much of your own food as possible. Touch the earth with your hands and feet frequently. Surround yourself with trees and plants. Spend time in the forest. That's why I'm out here. Spend time in the forest or near a tree to breathe highly ionized air. Enjoy the sunshine as often as possible. And I don't have a smart meter, you guys. Eliminate reliance on chemical products and reduce electronic influences to every degree possible. Move away from high rise living. Contemplate a move to the country with others of like mind. Develop a self reliant mindset. Strike a balance between technology and spiritual development. And contemplate the infinite nature of life. Note, none of the above physical discomforts are a disease name. Diseases are just symptoms caused by one or more of the above. Who wants to go to this doctor? I've been to him. I did, and I told him all those weird things. Like every now and then, it kind of itches on the side of my nose, and he's like, "Oh, I'm making this up." By the way, I'm just completely making this up. It's probably not what he said. He's like, "Oh, that's your kidneys, and take these bitter greens and X, Y, Z, and 1, 2, 3." So if you're like, "Hey, I've got dandruff, but only on my eyebrows and not my head," oh, that's another deficiency, and blah 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 blah. Go talk to him, you guys. Get a session with him, and all those weird, quirky little things. It's like every now and then I get that tone, only on the left side, sometimes on both. And I think it's angels. I'm going to ask him about that. Everything. Every now and then, the pupil of my eye just gets all blown out, and then goes right back. What's that? What's that? Hey, I get pimples, but only on my chin, doctor. Oh, I've got those really funny white bumps on the side of my arm. I'm just making a bunch of stuff. Oh, I've got, just trying to think of little, little things that mean a lot. Oh, I've got leukonychia, or the white spots on my fingernails. Oh, the moon on my fingers is always black. Did I call it the right thing? The moon. So the half moon on your fingers. Tell him all of that stuff. Tell him all of it. Like I've constantly got sinus congestion all the time, regardless of season. Be very specific. Very specific. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Air, water, sunlight, prana, plant-based phytonutrients. I talk about this. Oh my gosh, the validation. And soil-based minerals are the body's most original food sources. Call them. Ask them what they recommend for a parasite cleanse and how to use it. I think you're going to be happy. Properly nourished with whole earthen resources, the body will have what it needs to simply clean the house, build strength, restore proper working order, and heal itself. He knows what's going on. He knows what's going on. Wow. And then his disclaimer. I am a doctor, but I'm not treating you over the internet. His disclaimer. Not mine, his. Not mine, his. So, okay, yay. Oh, fantastic. I was like, I had a hard time with someone like emailing them, and it worked. It worked. There we go. Okay, good. So, anything I can do to help you guys, let me know. Around on or about the second or third of the month, possibly the second, because Monday's Labor Day. And it might be that we do start midweek, like maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, skip the weekends for the 30-day manifestation challenge. We might do something like that. So it looks like we're going to be starting on or about the second, or if you guys are wanting, I could postpone it, push it back a little bit to the second week. of this next month. If it's a little bit too soon to do it. There we go, calendar. Okay, so next month, get the second. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe start on the 3rd. What do you guys think? So we start on the 3rd, potentially. And it'll be 11 o'clock Mountain Time. So I haven't put it on my website yet. But it looks like we're gonna do 30-day manifestation challenge. Because I've got people in here saying like they took my classes, workshops, and 30-day manifestation challenge and lost 200 pounds starting college. Someone stopped smoking. Other people that come into these, maybe they are wearing sunglasses, or with sunglasses. Maybe they're wearing glasses and they want to stop wearing glasses. They want to see. They come to my classes too. So I reduced all my prices, you guys, from like $300-$400 to $35 for all my workshops. TheGodBubble.com. Go check them out. Go check them out. Oh, you will be so happy that you did. You'll be so happy that you did. Aw, nice. Nice. Man, I'm so glad to hang out with you guys and talking about healing today. I do have healing videos, Heal the Heart, and another one that's healing for physical. And well, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of that. But two kind of different. One focuses on the heart. I've got the plasma. Oh my gosh, the plasma workshop. What's happening with me? Every time the establishment says don't do something, like don't stare at the eclipse, don't look at the sun, whatever, I do it. Every time they say don't do it, I do it. And then I'm able to see the plasma that we're in creating this reality so easily. You easily see that we're in plasma. So I understand why they keep saying don't look at it. But again, don't let me tell you to stare at the sun. Go talk to your doctor before you do anything. I recommend it. All right, guys. Any questions you've got? Anything I can help you with? You guys. There we go. There we go. Awesome. So go check out, if you guys know Pamela Erilyn. I'm not going to put the information out, but go check. She's posted and she's made a public statement, and she's requesting like no emails, big long messages and things like that. That on that post, if you didn't mind putting a comment there, encouragement, support, and everything. That's kind of where she's at right now. She's not, really able to be taken in, any back and forth or whatever, but everything is absolutely appreciated for Pamela and what she's going through. Again, I'll let her give you all the details on her Patreon, on her YouTube. And I don't know if she made a video on her YouTube or she just posted it, like where you guys have a bulletin board or something. Or she did something like that. So go check it out. My heart goes out to Pamela. And today I kind of devoted to talking about healing while we were in there, and have this as an opportunity not to go, oh no, we've got a downward spiral, but hey, this reminds us, why don't we let go, allow, and heal? Because there's nothing we can do about other people but well wishes and so forth. Because we create our reality, and if we're not healed, we see it in others. So then it's all about you and healing. Oh, thanks, Amanda. The plasma and sparkling workshop is also amazing. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you do those two, you guys, take the plasma one first. Because the plasma state, okay, now we're in the plasma, and the sparkling star is a toroidal field that is created in the plasma. So does that make sense why you do the plasma first and then the sparkling star? You just go right into the sparkling star from the plasma. But if you're like, hey, yeah, let's do the sparkling star, it might be a little harder to jump, make it jump. And then it's like, well, where am I? I just found when people do the plasma workshop first and then the sparkling star, that they have a better benefit from it. So thank you, Amanda. Thank you guys. And I've got one for the Schumann Resonance. It's $35. All of them are $35 for the Schumann Resonance. And that's the one, if you're getting kind of knocked around with the Schumann Resonance Pinata, is what I kind of joke. You know, it's laugh or cry. I try to choose laughter as much as possible. Most of the time it's inappropriate, but yeah, you know what I do. So, so yeah, go check out the Schumann Resonance one, and I'll walk you through activities that help you to let go, allow, heal, but in the direction of the Schumann Resonance specifically where we let go of a lot of it. We're not just being yanked around, and there's a more better benefit that we could get from it. I might not be Dorothy. I'm probably not going to go back on TikTok because theoretically TikTok is not supposed to be around for very much longer. And if they go back on their word again, you know, like it's just all this yanking around with the emotions after they did it a couple times. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and be yanked around on TikTok with acting and the script. I'm not going to follow along with the script. I'm not going to do that. So whether TikTok stays or goes away in the next month or two, or whatever the time frame is, whatever, I'm letting go. So if the deadline comes and they're like, oh, we'll let you stay on a little longer, whatever, then it's like this is such a fucking game, and I'm not going to play it. So, okay, if we heal, how we interact with what is our position in the machine you mentioned yesterday. Well, if you heal, you let go of the whole machine, and you find yourself ultimately in that organic eyeball state where you're observing a video game being played with a natural eyeball. It's when this stuff comes on the scene. And inside this is the machine that we looked at yesterday. This is not that machine. That machine is like inside. I don't know how to point. You know, it's like inside of here, in the middle of it, the machine that you just looked at is a part of the matrix. So ultimately, when we let go of that, it has no hold over us. We can still play the game, but we're not dragged into it. We're not like forced to stay there. Oh, thank you guys. Let me turn the air conditioner on. I'm feeling so much better now. What are you doing? Are you okay, puppy? You my good girl? Are you? Good girl? Already gave her pumpkin seeds this morning. Oh, all right. I gave her pumpkin seeds. That happened. Yeah, you cute little ears. Cuter than my ears. Your ears are cuter than mine. Yes, they are. All right, you guys, go check out thegodbubble.com. $35 workshops. Everything I talked about, $35 a piece. So go sign up for several. Sign up for several of them. And I guess we'll go from there. Well, I'm going to go stuff my face with something that parasites don't like. And not even a being, because you're on the level of like a toroidal field creating stuff. And there are beings that are being created, and you're observing the video game with them in it. So, but we'll pick up on that next time. Well, I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out. And I guess I'll see you on the next video.